All right. Originally, I didn't want to do this because I just didn't care at first. But I figured that enough people are talking about it in general, where it's like everyone pretty much I watch besides uh no, it's been everyone I watch that actually gives a fuck about games. But my whole thing with like the normal or physical copies, this is more like a personal thing for me, is I don't care. Like I haven't touched a physical copy of a game since 2008 ish. Like the second digital downloads became more of a thing, and I didn't have to wait like 2+ days to download some shit, and I could get it like in an hour or less. That's what I just started doing. I'm just like, I'm just gonna download shit. It just makes my life easier. Like, why am I gonna go out to a fucking store and buy a physical copy of a game that put that shit in and gonna have to download some shit anyways? Like, why would I care about that? But like, I get why people do care because like the whole precedent of the whole ordeal is once they cut out the physical copies, then there's nothing tying them to actually keeping a product intact, and they can just pull it whenever they want. Seeing as like Sony's already doing that shit with like stuff that people bought before, with like movies and stuff. But that's just why I don't fucking want to deal with consoles, because Sony's always been known to do stupid bullshit like that. Xbox has always been fucking retarded here and there, even though I like Microsoft as a whole. But they have been doing, dumbass decisions every so often, which is par for the course. Can't expect a company get big, do well without having some retards in it. It's just par for the course. It's to be expected. But it's just it's hard for me to give a shit really, because whatever the situation that happens, I'm just gonna adapt to it. It's how I adapted to digital copies of stuff, and I just don't care if we're getting a physical copy anymore because the convenience just far outweighs the principle of it, I guess, in my mind. Like I don't fucking care. I really don't fucking care because it just doesn't affect me, and it never will affect me. Because if I buy something, there's plenty of games I bought that just don't exist anymore, like Spore, not like the creature creator and like the single player, but like the Spore ARPG. What the hell is it called? I know it's Spore something. I just don't remember. I probably do. I still have it in my Steam library. Let me go look real quick. I think it's like Spore. Let me look through the. Oh wait, it's probably not a good idea. Oh, I forgot that I have some games that probably shouldn't be shown, but whatever. I'm not gonna fucking worry about it. What do I have that was pulled? Besides Last Remnant, obviously that was pulled, but I can still play it. There's no physical copies of this shit anymore, probably. If anyone has one, they're fucking lucky, I guess. But like this shit was pulled off the market. I can still play it. So that's all that matters to me. As long as they're not taking it out of the libraries, it's all I care about. I think what it is people are getting double whammied by the Sony bullshit happening and then this happening. I think that's why it affects them more overall, because if it starts with them taking with the physical copies, oh they changed they changed like the icon and stuff. It looks kind of cool. Man, this needs to hurry the hell up. I was waiting for June for this one and they fucking pushed it back because of goddamn PoE. And fuck you, PoE. I mean, I like PoE because I was playing it, but still, like you have like global agenda. Like this shit doesn't even function anymore. I still have this fucking shit in my library. Wait, no, 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 no. Was this a single? No, I think global agenda was the. I think it was Alpha Protocol or something like that was the one that's also like a single player that was taken off. Don't I have that one, or did I download that one somewhere else? I guess I downloaded it somewhere else because I don't have Alpha Protocol on here. But like Global Agenda was another like fucking multiplayer game that like took a shit. Um, what was some other ones? I forgot completely about Elliot. This game sucked. I completely forgot what the game I was trying to show originally. Oh god. Here it is, Darkspore. It's not Spore, it was Darkspore. Like Darkspore is basically gone. There's no way to play this shit. I still have it in my library. It sucks that I can't utilize it in any way. There was no single player aspect to this game. This game was purely online only. And then once they nuked the servers, you're just basically fucked. And it blows because I did like the concept and I wanted to see it improved upon. There is like a restoration project, but like it's so early, it's so bare minimum put together that like I'm not even gonna try to like care about it. We got like original Darksiders, original Might and Magic single player, which still works just fine. Like, look, I still have this game. This game's fucking digital. I've had this shit since like fucking like 2007, 2008, or whatever the fuck this came out, and I still can play it. It's why I just don't care because like all the games I used to play when I was a kid, I can still play. I have to do some other ways to get around it because I don't have the physical copies anymore because of going homeless twice and not being able to keep that shit on me. But I still can play what I want to play. It doesn't take away what I'm able to play. Unless like it's tied to online servers only and then it just gets nuked, which happens. Like I could still play Human Evolution, I could still play like Just Cause 3. It's why I just can't care. It's like how can I care when it's not really affecting anything? What it does affect though is the people that don't have this luxury because I know there's a lot of people out there with like really 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 shit internet and some games could take them like weeks to download with their speeds. And those are the people I do feel for, is those people. But at the same time, you can't handicap what you want to do for long term because there's some people that can't keep up. Like, it's not on the gaming industry to care about people whose governments are so dog shit, whose infrastructure is so dog shit, they can't have decent internet at this point. And there's even certain parts of the United States that we fucking don't have decent internet. But just how it is. You live out in the fucking boonies and expect boony circumstances. Like, you can't be out in the middle of fucking nowhere and expect to be on the same par as people that are in inner cities when it comes to, like, connections and options and shit like that. Like, I just. People don't realize the reality of how the world works, man. And it gets annoying over time. Oh god, whack fu when I used to play this shit. It had a good concept. I just got bored over time, and then I never really touched all the Warhammer 40K. Like I got a bunch of this shit for free, and I'm just like, do I really care for this? It's not bad. It's just I just don't care for RTSs anymore. I say that as I play League of Legends, which is basically a RTS at home. But yeah, it's just I can't care. I can't. Oh man, Bad Company 2, the last good Battlefield game. And I miss this one so much. It was nice when Battlefield had a campaign and characters I gave a fuck about, and now it doesn't anymore, so I don't care. Awesome Knots was pretty alright. But it's just like, yeah, if I want to go back and play some of these, I can just go do that. Like, I don't need a physical copy to do that. Man, I really need to clear out my library. There's so many things I'm never ever gonna touch again. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video talking about that because I feel like people are just insanely overreacting and they're just being butthurt to be butthurt. And I understand it. I get why. But at the same point, it's like how many of these people actually own physical copies that are complaining about it? Zero. They're acting like they're fighting for like the common man and stuff, and they're just not. They don't want something going away that just was always there. And regardless of how much convenience it is for some people or others and stuff, like I don't want the world being held back for a few who can't keep up in any regard, whether it's academics, electronics, military, like, stuff like that. Like, say, like, part of your military is, like, so fucking ass backwards that you just can't keep it up to speed. Should you hold back a whole other branch of the military because the fucking retards can't keep up over there? No. That's like saying you hold everyone back in the fucking basic training because three retards can't keep up with everybody. No, you let them fucking fall. They fall through the cracks. They fall through the cracks. You got to keep progressing and keep moving forward. You can't hold yourself back because it might inconvenience a couple people here and there. That's just how I always feel like the world should be. But people, of course, are going to twist this. They're going to be like, "Oh, so you're fine if people like all die and stuff and for the sake of progress." It's like that's not how that works. I don't care if people get left behind. Getting left behind and just killing people off and not giving a fuck about future consequences are two vastly different things. Vastly different things. Not caring about the consequences of your actions, sorry, is completely different from just not holding yourself back. And if like physical copies and all the distribution and stuff would save them a good amount of money, so they don't have to focus on that anymore, and they can just focus on just making the game and not have to worry about how it's distributed as much, then I don't care. Like they can do that. It just doesn't. It never will affect me, so I don't care. It's just as simple as that. I just don't care. But for those this will end up affecting, like if you completely rely on physical copies to play things decently, even though most of them do make you download shit, so your internet speed has to be decent anyways. Like I do feel for you in that regard, and it does suck. And hopefully at some point, like you can get to a point in your life where this isn't an issue for you anymore. Whether it's like moving, whether it's just you get more options later on in your nation or your area or whatever it is. Like I do want people to be better overall, but I can't just want for that and then just is. That's not how reality works. You can want something all you want, but if there's something that's producing that want, like the reality of it, then it's pointless to want things. Just like me as a whole, I want people to progress. I want people to do better. I want people to become better. I want people to learn, to adapt, to grow. And they can't do that if they're over here whining about bullshit that they don't want to adapt to all the fucking time. And that's just how humanity is. They're always fucking whining, always fucking complaining. And it just gets to the point where, like, I just stop caring about certain things. Like, I care about, like, what should be cared about. Like, like where Lewis is fighting for, where it comes to, like, well, right to repair, where it comes to fucking, not fucking. I think it was the Clippy stuff was like mostly them forcing like AI bullshit and them not trying to help like the original intent of like these assistant things was to actually help you, not shove crap down your throat and like twist your arm into things. And that's what the whole Clippy thing was about, and that's very understandable. Tell companies to go fuck themselves. We don't want you to like trying to shove shit down our throats where we want to be actually have a company that's like there to help us out, assist us, and be there for us. Like which is basically what the whole transaction between customer and company was supposed to be from the get go. Is you guys want to buy your product, you do what you can to support them, make sure they want to continue buying that product. Not, oh hey, you bought my product, let me just bend you over backwards, inconvenience you to all hell, and then be like you had to put up with it. Like I don't know why this fucking mentality shift happened. Like what the fuck happened to where these people think like majority of people were like, oh yeah, we'll just fuck everybody over, just fuck it, just fuck everyone in the ass, just bend everybody over. Like I don't understand it. Because all it does is fuck the entire world over in the long term. Because no one can trust each other anymore. No one cares about each other anymore. No one wants to do anything for each other anymore. And all you're doing is regressing the world backwards for the sake of your fucking selfish gains that are temporary and you're not going to be able to take with you when you go because nothing happens after you die. That's just the reality of the world. You're just going to die and that's it. So, do you want to die being a piece of shit for the rest of your life or do you want to die at least being there for the ones you care about? It's so fucking stupid, man. I hate what humans have become. They're so fucking pathetic. And I knew this was gonna happen. Like ever since I was a kid, I knew this is the way the humanity was gonna progress. I knew our fucking politics, our government, everything was gonna become a fucking joke because it basically already was. It just wasn't fucking. The camera wasn't on it, and yeah, it's just like growing up. You see how the people around you are. You see how people just keep acting like a bunch of retards. You know, these fucking 20 IQ individuals just running rampant everywhere, spreading their fucking legs, and never shutting the fuck up, and all this other shit. And you just know everything's gonna go to shit when you get older, and it just gets progressively worse and worse. Like, it's honestly now worse than I ever thought it could be. Like, people at our level of retardation, I never thought was fucking possible. Like, I expect people to be retarded, but like the retardation I was thinking is like the retardation I dealt with back in the day. But the retardation I dealt with back in the day doesn't hold a fucking candle to the retardation we deal with on a constant basis. We got motherfuckers graduating that can't even read fucking second grade reading levels. When like that was more of like a 1% issue. Now it's like fucking half the fucking goddamn kids that are graduating are that issue. It's fucking insane, man. Like I have no fucking hope for the future when it comes to any regard, and I'm just gonna fucking live out the rest of my days and just not give a fuck. That's all I care about at this point. Just don't give a shit, enjoy what I can, and do what I can for those I care about. That's all. Peace.